Greetings. This is Skylar Saunders Singh. What's current? More beef in the hip hop field. What are we gonna do? Now it's like it's been rekindled, reignited, explosive once more. The beef between Pusha T and Drake has seemingly been turned up a few notches once again. The pot was simmering since 2018. Ever since they had their little kerfuffle going back and forth, and I think Pusha, demolished Drake completely. Hey, Kareem, Sky with ER. Welcome to the party. I appreciate you and respect that target. You don't have to be a 50 member club. I do appreciate you making my name right. Skyler, ER. Now, the beef that I thought was well cooked, done, seared, sauteed, fricasseed. I know you're a hater, Kareem TV. Appreciate the target though. I need you to, put in whatever you can. If you don't do a monetary exchange, tell a friend about my show. I know, ha ha ha, that's funny. But tell a friend about the show if you can't do a monetary exchange. Let somebody else know. Let two people know. Let the third person wonder what's going on. Don't tell them about it. Let them figure it out for themselves. My Cash App is up there. It's $Skyler SKYLER SAUNDERS1. So just to let you know, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you for being here. Now back to the beef. That even Pusha T is saying it must burn for him. It's going on. It's 5 years ago, and it seemed like Pusha was done with it. He was over. He wasn't, on his latest album. It's what it's it was just in my head. Hold on, let me make sure. I want to make sure what it's called. It's Almost Dry. That's the name of his song, his album. It just recently came out. Respect the Marvelous. Welcome to this party. Welcome to the room. It's Friday. We're going to get loose. We're going to get, crunk, as we used to say back in my day. Oh, we're going to get crunk on you. I guess the kids don't even say lit anymore. They probably have another chance. Much less. I know. You can troll me by spelling my name wrong. That's okay. As long as you support and respect the target. Target's $20. If you put in $20 tonight, I promote you for 2 weeks straight. Whatever you can do. All right. What Drake, he wants. I am old as dirt. I am very old. I'm 35 years old. I'm terribly old. I'm ancient. I'm dust. But Drizzy is like saying how much Pusha is not with the times. He's saying like after Virgil, God, what's his name? I keep on want to say Hublot, but I know it's not Virgil Abloh. God, Virgil Abloh. He's saying after his passing, nobody's really rocking Louis Vuitton like that. So he's trying to go at Pharrell as well. And that could be, career ending because Pharrell has a lot of connections. He has more connections than Drake. He's been in the game for a longer time. He's been in the game for over 30 years. he helped produce the Rump Shaker song. Does anybody know the Rump Shaker song? All I want to do is zoom when I won't finish it because I'll probably get a copyright strike. But no, Drizzy's definitely coming for their necks. He's coming for their necks. He's announced it on Travis Scott's pretty impressive album. I was listening to it this morning while I was on my Peloton, and I was like, "This is pretty, tough. This is pretty tough." He's got super huge guest appearances, including Drake. 21 Savage, and even the Queen Bee herself, Beyonce. And they have that Houston Connect, so it wasn't that hard to figure out why is she on his album. I wonder why. Well, they got that Houston connection, so obviously it made sense. And it probably made more sense than her being with the Eminem "I Walk on Water" fiasco, whatever that was about. Rex and Effects, exactly, marvelous. I don't even know if you had to look that up. If you had to go to the internets, go to the interwebs, to the Googles and the Bings and all that stuff. But no, it's crazy. And marvelous. I'm asking you, send in however much money you feel is proper and appropriate for the grind I do, the research I've done, and the work I put into this show. I appreciate you. Thank you very much, sir. See, yeah, you're 41. You're 6 years older than me. So look at that. So you would know about Rex and Effects more so than I did. But no, this Drizzy and Pusha stuff it's not it's overcooked. It's not even well done anymore. It's like burnt. The beef is burnt. They flambéed it, they fricasseed it, roasted, toasted, broasted it, and fried it. Marvelous. I got 5 on it. I don't even know who that artist is, but they were big. They were big. I can't remember who they were. I gotta look that up. I'll look that up real quick. I got 5 on it. I remember that from the Us movie getting a feature. Loonies or Lunes, if I say it right, or Lunes or Lunes. I got 5 on it. It's a classic hip hop record. I'm not smoking. No, I'm not smoking, Kareem. I don't know if it's Kareem or Kareem. I'm going to try to pronounce your name correctly since you're misspelling mine. I understand that how that game is, and I've noticed no Cash App donations yet or PayPal donations. I've noticed none. So everybody's free riding so far, and it's just 2 so far. Marvelous and Kareem TV or Kareem TV. Kareem TV, I'm not Star Son. I have a wonderful father, great connection with him. No, I don't want to say, even as a joke that I'm, Star Son. I won't even joke about that because I have such a wonderful and marvelous father. He had a great dad, Bill Terrain, he was a hard man from the South, and like Star's hard, he's hardcore, but he gets his silliness from his mama. He can play around and be joking and entertaining and everything, and then get drop the hammer and be serious. That's him saying it. And now the target is officially $15 because Marvelous dropped $5 on the room. So thank you very much to Marvelous. Thank So Kareem TV, you either cough it up or at least pay homage to Marvelous. Marvelous, if you have any uh promotion you want to do, let me know. You don't have to pay me. I'll just do the promotion and do whatever you can, like you just did. I'll promote your website, your business, your investment company, your real estate company, your strip club. I don't know what you got. And I'm out. Okay, you're out. Salute, Kareem. Salute. But I got to continue with the show. Hey, Pusha T, Drizzy. Dark skin versus light skin all over again. I don't know what it is. It seems like more so the light skin beef. Like Drake's got the beef with that I mentioned in a previous episode, webisode. I like saying, but with Elliot Wilson and Ebro, and I think it is more to the point that he noticed how awkward this all is. It's like he's rekindling something that shouldn't be rekindled. It's almost like he's digging. It's almost like Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead. You dig up the dead body, you put him in the house, and you go around and you light candles and make pastries and stuff like that. It's already dead. The person you love and so much is already dead, but you're trying to make it seem like they're alive again. And that's what Drake is doing. He's trying to make it seem like this beef is still alive. And Push is just cool. He's sitting back like it must still hurt him. It probably still burns that he outed his son. He didn't give him a chance to show the world that he had a son. Adonis, I think his name is. And he had the opportunity to let everyone know, hey, I got down with this girl. We're cool. We had a son. No, Pusha just took it and said, look, you got a kid, and I'm letting everybody know. And that's it. Boom. End the beef. End the whole mess. All right, I have the Queen Palace. Salute to you, young lady. Yeah, he should focus on moving forward. Absolutely. Drake is too smart. He's a smart guy. He's not stupid. He wouldn't be in the game with as much fame and fortune as he has now if he was a stupid guy. He knows what he's doing. He's trying his best to keep his weight up and be, I don't want to say relevant, but he's a factor. He's definitely a factor in the game. He's been in the game for over a decade, almost 15 years. So it would make sense for him to try to do something like that. And also, I want to say, the Queen Palace, thank you for stopping by. Hope you enjoy the show. If you can, drop me a few dollars. Let your friends know. Let two people know. Let the third person wonder what's going on with this weirdo with the black hat and the white shirt and the tie. And and just let them know. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think you're the one with all those hearts going up. I appreciate that. Thank you. I hope so. I want to think it's anybody else. Yeah, no problem. But I appreciate it. My Cash App. If you don't know, I'll put it in. Okay, yeah. Let me see. Here's my Cash App and my email address. Just in case you want to, say something else, not on the chat. And that's for guys too. Not on that, sexual level, but just on business. If you want to talk to me, go to my email and let me know. Okay, she's calling me Little Star. All right, that's cute. That's cute. This is the problem I had. This is why I didn't want to do this. Like, this is why I didn't want to do this immediately, and I had to change at least my look. I was gonna go, button up, or like the polo shirt with the fitted, just with a blue background, and just have that, and that was all I was gonna do. But I tried to switch it up with the black hat and the black tie and the white shirt. And after half an hour, I try to talk about my fiction work, which Star's never going to do. So I'm glad that's you can't say I'm a clone of him for doing fiction, because he doesn't do fiction. He doesn't do stories like that. He could, but he doesn't. Just like so many others, just like Dr. Yaron Brook. He doesn't do fiction. He does nonfiction, but no fiction. But he appreciates fiction. So there's that. All right, back to the show. We got time. We've got time. Drizzy, hang it up, man. I'm saying, if Drizzy needs to hang it up, hang up this beef. This beef is well done to a point where you can't even chew it. I mean, it's not even clever the way he put it together. It's like he said, he'll take Pharrell's chain, melt it down, and it still wouldn't be worth much. He's going ape-ish. He's talking about forget about her heritage. He's talking about stuff like that. It's like it's funny. It's weird. It's a weird setup because Drake is an American. He lives in he I'm sure he has spots all over the country that he goes to, Airbnbs probably, or some of the equivalent of that. And Pusha T is definitely American born and bred, born in the Bronx, Gun Hill Road, and raised in Virginia Beach. I love Virginia Beach. I used to go to Virginia Beach every summer during my childhood years. We had extra income to do that. We had a little bit of money to enjoy the resort. It was called Ocean Key Resort. It had two separate rooms, a master bedroom, a kitchenette, and a living room. It was very nice, very exquisite. And that's what Pusha comes from. He comes from that era. He comes from an era where he's not this. He and his brother were not like your average rapper. They weren't starving in the streets. They weren't stranded on the block. They had a mother and a father in the home. They had a nuclear family. I know their older brother was killed. I think allegedly. I want to make sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Their older brother was murdered. Their grandmother used to sell drugs, and Malice always, or no Malice, Jean Thornton always joked, she put me in my place after I aired Family Business. After I aired Family Business, you put me in my place. And so that's the same, ideal. They wanted to make money and drive fancy cars and get pretty women. I mean, that was the idea for other drug dealers, but it seems like they had to do that. Like most rappers or people that came from the trap or people that are so crack or so other drugs on the streets seemed like they had to do it. They grew up without a father. Their mother was on welfare or was strung out on drugs, and they had to sell drugs to make more money. So that's the place where Pusha comes from. Drake comes from Degrassi. He's from, the suburbs also, clean and clear and nice and Jewish mama and black daddy, He came from a good upbringing. And if you want to, talk about lyricism and the approach to hip hop, you must say how Drizzy does have the skills. He does. He writes well, or he has writers, but he enunciates and pronounces the syllables correctly. He says the words right that were allegedly written. I'm saying allegedly because I'm not getting into, oh no, he said he got writers. You can't say Drake had writers. I mean, if I look through the Wikipedia pages and see the songwriters next to the I can probably find at least one or two that helped him on a song. But who hasn't? Really? Maybe Jay Z. Maybe Pusha. Pusha's probably another one that doesn't have any writers. But for the most, even Kanye had dozens of writers when he was when he had his mind almost right, semi right. He had his thoughts together on some level. He had dozens of writers to make his rhymes, but he could spit them. He could spit them. But Pusha T and Drake, Pusha T's not going to even respond. He's not. He's not going to respond. He might do something cute. He might make an Arby's commercial or something where it's like slick talk against Drake. We have the meats, I got the beef or something. I don't know how it's going to go, but Drake is going to go, Drizzy is going to definitely take another L if he wants to contend with Pusha, because Pusha has a different flow. He has greater, more dense content in his rhymes, and his rhyme pattern is completely different than that of Drizzy. And rebroadcast people right now, and people in the live chat, there might be one or two of you, I don't know, but YouTube is showing that there are 0 people watching me right now. Okay, now there's one person. There's one person that is watching. I have 3 likes. One person is watching in the room. I appreciate it. All I need is 1 like. 1 like. That's all I need to do my thing, yo. Name that artist who said that. All I need is one mic. Name the artist. It should be very easy. It shouldn't even be taking that very long. Put that in the top chat. Go on the internet, cheat if you want. Looks like the Queen Palace and Marvelous are exchanging some time. Not mad at that. Do your thing, you two. Do your thing. I think she's out of the room though, Marvelous. I think I'm just talking to you right now. So it's mano y mano right now. Um, but Drake and Pusha T, just stop it. Light skin, dark skin, shake hands, do something. Y'all both got kids. How old is Bricks? Bricks is what? Is he less than a year or over? A little over a year old? How old is Bricks? And how old is Adonis something? I don't want to mess up his name, but I know I just chopped it up right there. But it just doesn't make sense. It's not good for hip hop. It's really not. It was good for hip hop in 2018. I enjoyed the beef. He going back and forth, talking about how you signed to one label. He was talking about Wayne in one verse and one song. I think I'm pretty sure he wasn't talking about Drizzy. He was talking about his Drizzy's boss, Lil Wayne, Lil Weezy, Lil Louisiana. That's who he was talking about. And Exodus. Hold on, I'm gonna do it. Hold on. I think it's Exodus 23, but I think it's Exodus 23:1. Yep, Exodus 23:1. That's the song that Pusha T came out with, and it just goes to show you, he's mad. Jersey's still mad. I mean, all that money, all that fame, everything like that, still, and he's still bothered. And it seems like he's having fun with it, but he's still hurt. He's hurt because he wouldn't say it. It's an albeit he's still hurt. He's having fun. He's dancing around. He's hopping on other people's tracks, not even making a full-fledged track himself, but just doing a feature, which he probably got paid $50,000 to $100,000 for. I don't know. I'm just pontificating. I'm just estimating, just putting it out there that he had that kind of weight on one song with Travis Scott. And Travis Scott is probably just like, you know what? I'm not even in it for either one of y'all to try to be beefing. I know he's on my song, and I know he wrote those lyrics. And I know, he could just go on and on, but I don't think Travis Scott's going to be dragged into the beef. Pharrell, like I said, has more connections, has more clout than anyone can even understand. That's the facts. That's what's true. So for Drake to come at Pusha T, that's the issue. That's what the problem is. That's what makes it difficult to try to make it, seem like he's, of the same caliber lyrically as Drake or as Pusha. Excuse me. I mean, Billboard even put Drake, Drake ahead of Pusha T. Pusha T, I think, is at 30. And let me see what Drake is. I'm gonna see what he is ranked as. As best rapper. Drake cracked the top 10, landing at number 8. Drake was number 8. Pusha was number 30. That's how the difference, and he's not even resting on that kind of laurel. He could rest on that laurel. He could rest on that laurel easily, without even thinking about it, without having a second thought, saying I got 8. You got 30. Simple as that. Boom, done. But no, he knows in his heart of hearts. I hate saying that as a phrase, but it just flows, and you know what I mean. But in his mind, in his thoughts, he knows that he's not as great of a rapper as Pusha T. He doesn't have the same flow. He doesn't have the same rhyme patterns. He doesn't have the same dense rhyme scheme. That's the difference that has to be made for you to be an extra high caliber MC. And Drake just he's an excellent songwriter when he writes his own songs allegedly, and he performs them well. He has the diversity. He has I call him the LeBron James of hip hop, and Pusha T is the Allen Iverson of hip hop. He was MVP. He had all kinds of scoring championships and titles, and was the rookie of the year and all this, thing. But he never got that chip. Pusha T never got a Grammy. His friend Kendrick Lamar took that from him. He wrested it from him because he came out with oh my god, I keep thinking, what is this called? Big step. Mr. Morale. Oh God. Always forget. Okay. Mr. Morale, the big stepper. That came through. Everybody thought it's almost dry. Definite. He even said it. Pusha T said, definite. In the bag. Going to be the best rap album of the year. Then he's cool with Kendrick. He doesn't have any beef. He had a song with Kendrick. Not that, having a song with somebody guarantees you friendship. But he's cool with him. He was on with Nostalgia. And what happens with, Drizzy in his mind, I think, is that he still has to prove something. Sadly, he shouldn't have to prove anything because he's a great artist. I think he is. My favorite writer, my favorite fiction writer, besides Kurt Vonnegut and Toni Morrison and so many others. Toure, a journalist and a fiction writer as well. He says, Drizzy, I like him, but he's not that great of a rapper. He's like a spoken word artist over a beat. He doesn't really ride the beat as well. And after I tried to chewed on that for a little while, and I thought about it, and I just, had this in my mind saying, maybe he's right. He sounds like he's just like flowing over the track, but he's not going with the beat. He's not, flowing towards the sound of the percussion, the sound of the flow of his own flow. It sounds like he's like talking over himself. It seems, and that could be true, but it could be smart on his part because he knows that, like what Elvis the Chef once said, algorithm is God, and I think there's an algorithm or something with Drake. There's some kind of algorithm that goes on with his rhymes and his rhyme scheme and patterns. So it's very difficult to try to ascertain whether, somebody like Pusha T and Drake should, get together and be friends, be on a track, like Jay-Z and Nas, or just continue the same beef that's burnt to a crisp, well beyond done. The late great Prodigy said, "Amon D overcooked that beef." They've overcooked that beef, definitely. People's children have been exposed, wives have been talked about. It's messy, but it doesn't have to be. I mean, like I said, Pharrell probably he's on some, human race and peace, love, and unity. He's kind of like the new Russell Simmons kind of idea right now. Since Uncle Russ, is in Bali right now, trying to duck the feds. Smart man, he saw that, Me Too movement coming through. He's like, yeah, let me get out of here, get to this Bali. Let me see what's going on over here. So, all in all, in conclusion on this point, Drizzy, Pusha, don't go any further. Don't do the beef. Lay down the swords. You don't have to be friends. Just walk away. Just walk away. That's all I can say. All right. I have promotion of my own to do. We have a story here, kids. We have a story that needs to be promoted because I'm trying to win this challenge. This challenge is with you with not with YouTube. It's with vocal.media. And it is very serious. Very true. That I, make this plea to you to share it, like it, everything. Enjoy it. It's called Ruler of the Kingdom of the Air. If you know your Bibles, you know exactly what and whom I'm talking about. So, Ruler of the Kingdom of the Air came to me. It's been brewing in my mind for, I don't know, 34, 33, 32 years, ever since I was born. I don't know if I'm going to, maximize it, make it into a complete novel, but I had, oh, here we go. Spirit Smooth Tunes is in the building. I gave him I was yesterday, sir. I was promoting you. I'm gonna promote you right now. Spirit Smooth Tunes on YouTube. If you already know what it is, if you want to look at that target is $15. You can do whatever you want, sir. I'm supporting you. Spirit. And let me know if you getting a bump in visitors and people like that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at I'm an atheist, but look at God. Look at God. Spirit Smooth. That's why I've been promoting them, and I will promote them right now. I'm gonna bump my own promotion to promote. Yeah, I'm an atheist. Yes. But it's Quiet Storm, it's R&B, it's slow jams. I can, you can. He has the perfect name for it. Smooth Tunes. Yeah. Where's the wow? What's the wow, Marvelous? There is no God. Prove to me that there is a God. I know it's that even Mr. Terrain says you can't prove nor not prove that there is a God, but you can say that there is no God because it's realization. Billy Carson. I'm not even sure who Billy Carson is. Let me know. I got 5 people in this chat right now, and I was just about to talk about the stories, but I'm going to talk about Spirit Smooth Tunes. Spirit Smooth Tunes is your destination. Oh, Billy Carson is God. Okay. Spirit Smooth Tunes is your destination for quiet storm, R&B, slow jams, classic, very well-tuned music, grown-up music. But if you're younger, you can still enjoy it. Go to his page, Spirit Smooth Tunes on YouTube. Make sure you check him out. He is a major sponsor. He is my only 50 club member, and it's well past 50 if I'm going to say that much. He's my only 50 club member. You can be a 50 club member if you do $50 a month. That's all I'm asking. That's less than what? That's like that's less than a coffee at Starbucks a day. Seriously, you spend more on a cup of coffee every day from Starbucks than to promote this show. So, once again, let me make sure. I'll get back to my story. He dropped a heavy one. Target reached. Thank you, Armless. And so two people, two men. It's now it's one person in the room. I don't even know who it is. It could be Marvelous. It could be Spirit Smooth Tunes. I respect both of you gentlemen. I thank you for respecting my grind and my research, the passion I really put into this. I really like doing this. I don't have to do this. I guess I am like Mr. Terrain in that way. I don't have to do this. I get paid, half, upper five figures every year, tax free, because of you taxpayers. Thank you very much. When I'm out in the streets and people say, when I have my hat on that says United States Marine Corps, and they say, "Oh, thank you for your service," and I say, "Oh, thank you for your support. You look like a taxpayer." I appreciate it. I pay no taxes. I haven't paid a tax since 2016. 2016 was the last time I paid a tax because I worked for the Department of Elections and got paid money for doing the elections. That was the last time that I paid a tax. I pay no taxes on consumption because I live in Delaware. Delaware is a tax-free shopping state, so it's beautiful. But I'm gonna get back to Spirit Smooth Tunes. Spirit Smooth Tunes is a very relaxing and engaging at the same time site or video hosting community. It's beautiful, wonderful songs. I'm not just saying this. Like I said, I go back to Quiet Storm. I love Anita Baker, Sade, Keith Sweat, Johnny Gill, Levert, all those people. You hear on the Quiet Storm on the radio. That's what you get with Spirit Smooth Tunes. So check him out. Make sure you let him know that I sent you there, and that you continue to promote his business and what he has in store. So I appreciate everything that he does, because what he does is substantial. He doesn't play around. He's not playing around with me. He's not playing, and I'm not playing around with him. We're business partners. Not in the same business, but we support each other's businesses. And that's a beautiful thing. Two men of color coming together and doing something that is positive and makes money. That's basically what I'm trying to get at. We both make money. So I want to make sure you all know, once again, Spirit Smooth Tunes on YouTube. Visit that page and you will not be disappointed. Just go and check him out. Let him know that I sent you, and then let me know that you were able to get there. So I have to make sure I promote him no matter what. Okay. I can come back to him too. If you people want to talk about him, I got 2 people in the chat. It could be 37 people, but YouTube is just showing 2 people right now. So I don't even know who I'm talking to. Whoever you are, you're under the sound of my voice, live. All the rebroadcasters are like, "What the hell is he? What is he talking about?" But I'm telling the truth. There's only 2 people in this live chat right now. So I was gonna get back to my story. I thank Spirit Smooth Tunes. Check them out. Last time. My story. Oh, NYB Exchanges came in the room. I think he's the third person. Respect to you, sir. I'm just getting, keeping the fire going. I was already on fire with, Drizzy and Push Ton, Pyrex P. Woo! He used to do that. Let me go back a little bit. You remember when Pusha T used to go, yeah, yeah, on the track? Yeah. He don't do that no more so much. He used to go, woo! And woo! On the track like Ric Flair. Ric Flair with the flame. My mother gorgeous. Woo! Now he just has that Joker laugh. He has a is that crazy, he's the heel rapper in the game. He's not one of the, the heroes. He's a heel. He's one of the bad guys. You don't want to mess with him. He's a problem. He's not nothing to mess with, but you don't want to mess with him, if you know what I mean. So I say, NYB Exchange, do whatever you have to do. The target has already been reached. If you want to go past, $20, Marvelous and Spirit Smooth Tunes, they went above and beyond the Call of Duty. If you want to go, beyond, the Call of Duty, feel free. But the target has been reached. The target was $20. This is the second time that the target has been reached, and I'm gonna probably raise it again. I'm doubling it every time the target is reached 3 times. So on the third time that is reached, I'm gonna take it up to $40 and 80 and 160 and so on and so forth. 320s next. It keeps going on. Okay, but I'm not there yet. I'm not at that level. I'm not at that place. But I just wanted to just convey, if I can segue into this, my story. Ruler, ruler of the kingdom of the air. Go to your Bibles, go on the internet, go to the interwebs. Look what I'm talking about. Ruler of the kingdom of the air. Who could I be describing? Does this person seem familiar to you? Have you ever heard of the ruler of the kingdom of the air? And why I would call this story, which is a roman à clef or a Roman à clef, that's how it's spelled. But what it means is it's a novel or story with a key. The key is that the characters are fictionalized from real people and real life events. That's what I took the idea from. And I need that story to be pushed as hard as it can in order to get as much light so that I can win this challenge. I want to win this challenge and say, I have this under my belt because I already have 1 bronze and 2 silver stories, which garnered me $1,250 tax free because the 2 $500 ones were separate payments. From what I understand, they didn't send me any paperwork, and I didn't ask them for any. I just took the money and ran. And I haven't heard anything from the tax man, IRS, except earlier, I told the story before. I had a chance to get like $3,200, and they're telling me, no, you can do this and that and this. I'm not gonna give you all the information, but turns out once the check came, it was $4,500. So I was like, all right, I'll take that. I'll take that. It helped me a lot. Helped me, it continues to help me. I just got paid today. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I'm gonna get paid tomorrow. It's great. Got paid Social Security today. Tomorrow I get paid my separation pay, my compensation from United States Marine Corps. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful country to live in. It's a beautiful time to live in. All that catastrophizing about the heat and the world's melting and all this stuff, please. Everybody's saying, against fossil fuels. They're saying against fossil freedom. That's what they're talking about. They don't want freedom from people. They don't want people to have the freedom to act on their own minds. That's what they don't want. The people that are in the green movement, the quote unquote environmentalists, there's no such thing as an environmentalist unless you live in the human environment. Because somebody in sub-Saharan Africa would love to have some air conditioning and some cool, some ice in the Frigidaire, but they don't have that. They have huts. I mean, I know there's parts of Africa that are highly developed, like Nigeria is highly developed for the most part. They at least have roads and buildings, and and a decent infrastructure. It's not spectacular, but it's decent. Among other places in Africa, don't Let anybody say that it's just a safari. It's just, it's just the plains, it's the animals. It's a whole eco of human beings too, and some of it's poor, but there are rich sections of it too. You have to realize that. That's the facts. USA all the way, exactly. Yes, yes. I'm gonna mess around and have a chant going on. I got the exclamation points too close to each other, but that's fine too. But no, it the ruler of the kingdom of the air. Think about it. Think about who that is. Just think about what it would even mean, what it makes sense about, what it relates to in any fashion, in any form. It's it's terrible that we have to have so many people not be able to know what we're experiencing. It's terrible how we're not able to see just who we are. And what I'm trying to get at is in this story, you'll see the very beginning and the origins of what it means to be a ruler. In this child whose name is ruler. And you'll see what the connections would be and how it connects to this particular book, this particular set of writings, and what they mean, what it means to be a part of the kingdom of be the ruler of the kingdom of the air. That's what it's all about. The mystery, the investigation, the understanding, the trials and tribulations, the, the wanting to understand more and more. That's what is at stake. That is what's going on right now. That's what we have to contend with. We have to have an understanding of who we are and what we do. So this story, it's basically, I wrote it from start to finish. I didn't, like I said, I try to have outlines. I try my best. I always deviate from them. That's why I don't have them. I'm not trying to sound cool. Like I don't need no outline. I would love to have outlines. Outlines are great. They give you a roadmap or a blueprint for your story, for the house of your story. But I can just design it without any blueprints. I don't know. It's over 3,000 words. If you can do 3,000 words, I think you're in a good place because I think it's very riveting and very driven, and the pace is very fast. It's not slow and dragging, so you're able to consume the writing with the knowledge that it's over 3,000 words. I think it's exactly 3295. I think it's 3,295 words. It's just 5 words short of being 3,300 words. So if you can read that, I appreciate it. If you share it, if you let other people know, I would definitely be able to, give you respect and understanding regarding my work. I definitely appreciate everybody that's doing it. I haven't published a work since, and I get a few views here and there. Still, double digits. It's beautiful. Vocal.media is beautiful. Nobody knows about it though. It's not even. There's got to be. I say there's probably 10,000 to a million to maybe a billion sites that pay you for content and that are cool. Medium was probably cool when it first came out. Everybody's doing Substack now. It's either Medium or Substack. Nobody mentions Vocal. Nobody, but nobody. Okay? They are the missing link to the writing hub of the world. There's hub pages. I think they were going to pay me. They said, you're misusing our system too much. Okay. He's telling me to shut the F up. Spirit Smooth Tunes has just dropped more money on my head. And I have to thank him. I have to respect this man's grind. Hold on. I know what to do. I know exactly what to do. Unpin that. We're doing something very serious right now. This is called business. Do your thing, Scott. I appreciate it. Thank you for writing my name correctly. I don't know what it is. We're gonna have a whole show about that. No, I'm not. Just keep going. I'm here for support, Sky Rock. No, you're not. What? I don't know what. Cause shoot, I'm promoting you. I did yesterday. I spammed it. I don't know if it's in the rebroadcast, but I put, Spirit Smooth Tunes, Spirit Smooth Tunes, Spirit Smooth Tunes over and over again. I was definitely representing you because you are a super supporter, sir. So you get pin message. You are the pin message, sir. And I have to. I have to visit Spirit Smooth Tunes on YouTube. Tell him I said he's laughing. I'm laughing because this guy did something serious. This is one of my best nights, by the way. The target has been obliterated. I'm gonna up it up again. I'm gonna double it. I'm gonna double it and see what happens. Cause this man, this strong gentleman, has shown himself to be a man that can understand my I don't want to say struggle. Like I'm Mein Kampf, like I'm Hitler or something. But my research, the work I do that I put into these shows, I appreciate it. So and the fact is, it's just I guess it's just happenstance. It's my grind exactly. Uh, he's one of the only people in this room right now. There's YouTube is telling me 3. You guys tell me how many people are in the room. You can see how many people are in the room. I see only 3 with 7 likes. You let me know if it's more. If you haven't been counted, if you need to have more people, let me know. But like Spirit Smooth Tunes, he's definitely I'm switching it up. I was gonna promote more about my story. Forget mother f my story right now. It'll get supported anyway up. 8 okay, I see 7. That's YouTube. That's their algorithm. I don't know. They're slow. I don't know if they want to chip away at my views, but it says 3 people in the room, 7 likes. Go figure. All right, Spirit Smooth Tunes. We have to talk about Spirit Smooth Tunes. It's raining right now in Newark, Delaware. And if you listen to these songs and you have a special person, I don't know, you could have a lady, or you might have something more than a lady. You might want to walk on the wild side. I have nothing to do with that. But hey, if that's your business, that's your business. But you could get, some good loving, good times during this, the rain, and you have the rain in the background. You have uh the background. You have Spirit. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now I see 8 likes. Okay, it's just slow, and four people in the room, but it's raining. You turn on some of that, that jazzy, smooth, cool, breezy music. You turn on some candles. I don't like candles. I don't like the candles, but you can do what you want. You can do the rose petal thing. I don't do the rose petal thing. But if you do whatever you want, but you can have a real lesson, or just be by yourself and just zone out and just have a great time. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. Smooth tunes, Spirit Smooth Tunes on YouTube. Check him out. Check his site out. Make sure he has more views. Make sure he has more, subscribers. Subscribe to his channel because it is important. It is imperative that I support this man. Do whatever I can to make sure that he is definitely in, good standing because he has definitely supported this program to a T, to a great extent. So I appreciate him and everything that he does. I don't know how we didn't do this before though. This is the ironic thing. He just subscribed to me and I just subscribed to him. We were too busy doing money exchanges. But we made sure of it. We're now subscribed to each other. It's cool. It's cool. It happens. We're too busy with this money. That's what happens. That's what happens. It's we get we have to promote. I have to promote him for what he has done. I thank him for everything he's doing. And like I said, great song selections. Sweetest Taboo. I don't even know if that's on the chat, but just go through his catalog. Just go through the people that he has. I'm listening to Zayn right now. There's all kinds of people that he has. He even says it. The best of jazz, neo soul, R&B, and classic soul. So that's he's got people like Jeffrey Smith. People that populate his page. Will Downing. He has War Out. He has the Braxton Brothers. He's got Stevie. I love all of Stevie. I can't stop with Stevie. My favorite song, if you guys didn't know, if I've never said it before, is As. That is my favorite song of all time. Don't ask me if I like any other song. Don't ask me if there's anything else. The top song in my catalog is always going to be Stevie Wonder's As. Always. And that's what the song ties into. He says it all the time. Always an A and S, the end of the beginning of the word and the end of the word, as always. It's such a beautiful, uplifting song. You can make love to it, or have sex to it. You can go to a funeral. You can go to a wedding. You can have he already has a song for newborn babies mostly, and she loves it for little girls especially. But you can have a newborn son and play that song. They call it, it's off of his album, "Songs in the Key of Life." They often call that a desert island record. One record you could take on a desert island to survive. That's that would be mine. Songs in the Key of Life as well. Even though that's cliched and everyone else says it, I have to say it especially because of As. And I have to give salute to Spirit Smooth Tunes and check out his YouTube as soon as you can. Enjoy yourself. I'm probably going to be back tomorrow and Sunday. I'm going to be talking about my story more and supporting Mr. Spirit McCroy. He is the truth. Yes, absolutely. So I'm out of here. I thank you. Thank you for about rolling with me regarding the Pusha T and Drizzy mess, and the me talking about my story, which is very important. But Mr. McCroy has to come first. He is my only 50 club member. So if you want to be a 50 club member and understand that I can give you, private consultation, uh, let me know and we'll send me an email, and continue to support the show. And I thank you very much. Take care.